Season 17 finale.
Your daily hour with me.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. It's the program. We're on TV. Once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and then we'll start talking. We're going to be here for an hour. How are we doing today? I'm feeling good. How are you doing out there in TV land, viewers? Or am I in TV land? Which of us is in TV land? Like, I guess maybe we're both in TV land. And what is TV land but the world? So here we are in the TV land, or as I like to call it, every day, the world. What happens here on the program, we turn on the machines and we start talking. We're going to be here for an hour. Today is Monday, and so maybe you're looking around and you tune in and you're saying, where is Dan? Where is Carl? Well, they're not here yet, but they should be here shortly, one of them at least. And we're going to see how that goes, so maybe that'll work out, maybe that'll happen. I think today we're going to talk to Dan. Maybe we'll try to make some phone calls, check some messages, play some dice, check commercials from last year, read a few things, maybe use our powers of wit and conversation to get through this time in a capacity that is full of speech. If we don't do that, then what we're even going to be doing today? That's what I'm thinking. Like, what else? That seems like the option to do. If there's another thing to do, I don't know what it is yet, but it could possibly happen. Hey, Dan is here. He said, hey, Kenny, he's out there. I can hear him coming. Dan, we're on TV. Where is he? He's out there. He's yelling. Oh.
Now I'm on TV.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Kitty, how you doing?
Real good. How are you?
Good. How long have you been going?
Just about 4 minutes.
Excellent. I wasn't too late.
No. How are you? Good?
Well,
you
I didn't see your message until like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, someone lost them last night too.
Really?
But it's okay. It all worked out.
Yeah.
You were just on the streets?
Yeah.
How are the streets?
I saw the biggest, most gigantinormous butterfly I've ever seen. The thing, I thought it was a leaf.
Whoa.
It's on my wall outside my apartment, and I thought it was a leaf stuck in like the gap of the siding.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear it's like half the, about that big, like flat, like my fist, this huge thing.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and it had, like many, many butterfly wings, it had a round circle that kind of looked like an eye, and the tip of the wing looked like a beak. And a lot of butterflies, when they're resting, I guess, they look like birds. Birds' eyes and birds and that sort of thing. And because birds are their main predator, if the wing looks like a bird's head, it's less likely to get eaten or something.
Makes sense.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, the wings that look more like a bird's head get eaten less, and so they reproduce more. Something like that.
What color was the butterfly?
Brown, like a leaf.
Is that a moth? That's not a moth?
Oh, well, the moths are furry, right? I think that's the difference between a moth and a butterfly, is that the moth has a furry body. Okay. As opposed to a butterfly that's more of insect-like, less furry. That may be the difference. I really don't know what the difference is. I know that when I see a moth, I call it a moth if it's smaller, it's got a real fuzzy body and not a whole lot of markings. Yeah. Whereas a butterfly, really pretty markings, colorful, huge wings, long antenna. Yeah, different.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the difference between a I don't know, chihuahua and a wolf. Something. Man, this is so weird. I look on the monitor and it's like all you see is my head and my hands.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and my feet, sort of.
I think it's more like the difference between like a wolf and a coyote, really.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, you know.
Maybe, yeah.
It's not like moths are like half the size of butterflies or anything.
Yeah, but I know that there are giant moths.
Are moth caterpillars too?
I think both. Both a butterfly and a moth in their first stage of life are one or another kind of caterpillar.
But they're all completely they're both completely different? They must be similar in some way.
Yeah, I think they're definitely a related species just because, you know, the wings and the life stage, right? Because they've got the caterpillar stage, and then they go into a cocoon, and then they become a butterfly or a moth. And, yeah, so they're definitely related. So that was cool. I saw a glove on the streets. I've been trying to remember what things are on the streets. Yeah, a glove. You know.
Like by itself?
Yeah.
So last week I think you were saying that you were seeing single shoes.
Yeah, single shoes.
And now you're seeing single glove.
Well, yeah, because I'm like just looking down, looking for something interesting, something different.
Where's the other glove? Like, who's going to lose one glove or one shoe?
I have lost so many single gloves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it'd be winter, and I'll stick a glove in either pocket, and one doesn't get tucked in the pocket well enough, and as I'm walking doing stuff, it falls out. I've had people yell at me, like, hey! And I turn around like, what do you want? And he's holding up my glove. You dropped your glove!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's not really yelling at me. He's like trying to get my attention because he gives a crap.
That's good.
Yeah.
What kind of glove was it?
Black leather. Nice glove.
People losing their nice gloves.
Yeah. One of those.
Gloves, huh?
Yeah, like a driving glove or something.
Driving
you know,
glove.
It looked more like a lady's glove.
I've never seen anybody wear a driving glove before. Like for actual driving. I mean, it makes sense. I know what they are, but
you know what? If I owned like a Ferrari or like a really fancy schmancy muscle luxury car, yeah, I'd wear gloves. It would seem, you know, you go to an event and the event requires that you wear a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, if you're driving a tuxedo, you should wear gloves.
If you're wearing a tuxedo while you're driving.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, if you're driving a car like that, you need definitely an ascot. That's one of those thin silk white scarves that you just throw around your neck once or twice.
From Scooby-Doo. Like Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Well, you don't keep it tucked in like he does. You just, it's like a scarf you wrap around your neck a couple times and have one end flung over.
Really?
You know, yeah, it's a fancy schmancy.
You have to wear it that way because I'm pretty sure that Fred wears an ascot. That's what they call it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He does, but you can wear them that way tucked in, or you can wear them like a scarf where one end is flipped in front and the other end is flipped behind you. Mm-hmm. And it might have slight little tassels on either end. You know, the little strings on the end. I'm not sure. I have a friend who is very gay, and he knows what to wear for all the things. He's a guy I ask. He's a great guy. Uh-huh. And he posts pictures of himself wearing different, very fancy attire. This is his area of expertise.
The ascot.
What a well-dressed man should wear for particular occasions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he dresses really well. He's got good taste. So, yeah. I'm trying to think what else. I went to a sort of. It was crazy yesterday. I had Xander for the day, right? My 8-year-old grandson, and he was there in the morning. We played video games, and then we went with my friend coworker Max. We went to sort of a Father's Day event.
Yeah.
They called it a Father's Day event partly because it was the only time that they could all get together.
It was next
Right,
week, though.
right.
Or
Yeah,
it's actually,
yeah.
it was yesterday. We didn't acknowledge it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone who's watching this had a nice Father's Day. So it was the only time they could get together, and it was rather strange. They were all of Cambodian descent, and all the older folks came from Cambodia 30 years ago,
Okay.
and all the younger people were born and raised here.
Oh, yeah.
They're all bilingual. They all speak. I think the name of the language is Khmer. They all speak Khmer and English. And
Where's is that by Vietnam? Where's Cambodia?
yeah, it's right next to Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah, during the Vietnam War, Cambodia, like Vietnam, is this long strip of land along the coast.
Yeah.
And Cambodia is another long strip of land right next to it.
Okay.
And
yeah.
so there's a long, lengthy border. And after what happened is the U.S., when they were doing the war thing in Vietnam, they would go across the border into Cambodia. The both sides would go into Cambodia and go north or south to sneak around the border and try and get an advantage. And the U.S. bombed all kinds of areas in Cambodia. And you've heard about the Agent Orange thing? So giant planes with this defoliant, basically it kills all plants and trees and stuff. They would drop this Agent Orange along the border, and so there was a long strip of no forest, and that way they could monitor people crossing the border.
That's bad.
Yeah. It was a terrible thing, and people got really, really sick.
So it was a bunch of Cambodians and you? How did you end up at this Cambodian
Well, okay,
Father's Day event?
so me and Max, we work until pretty late, and the cleaning guy, Jumpy, he comes and does a cleaning. Well, often he gets there before we're closed. And usually, half an hour before we're closing, there's not much going on. And so he can get in there and start dealing, with the trash and vacuuming and sweeping and doing cleaning and stuff. And he can usually get started early. He likes to get there a little earlier. Otherwise, he's there late. And he'd rather do it earlier than later. And we're more than happy to, let him in and get him started. And, and that helps us because folks that are in the building doing stuff, the cleaning guy shows up, right? We say, the cleaning guy showed up. And so, we're getting out of here real quick. And they're like, oh, okay, I got to go, okay. So it helps us. So anyway, so we become friends with him. And it was wild because his family, it was his ex-wife's family mostly. His kids, his ex-wife, and her new husband, and their kids, and their cousins. And there were about 50 people. And me and Max were the only white guys there. And I brought Xander. So, yeah, me, Max, and Xander. Xander gets along with all kids. He gets along pretty good. Kids are okay. He found toys, and he made friends, and there was a pool, and he got soaked, and that was okay. And I helped fill up water balloons for the other kids, and they were throwing them at each other and hosing each other down. It was a lot of fun. They roasted a pig.
Oh, yeah. A whole one?
A whole pig. Head and all. The whole thing. And so I got to eat some of that. And you may find this kind of gross, but they took the skull off and cracked it open. And dude was offering brain to people.
I think that's fine.
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Have you ever eaten brain?
No, I don't think I have, but I would if it was there.
Yeah, it tasted. It was the most interesting thing I've eaten in a long time.
I was I've jelly.
Eaten some. Yeah, it's kind of like stuffing. That's really soggy. It's a real soft, overly moist stuffing. That's just the texture is really smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had that texture. It reminded me of liver, but not as strong a flavor. The flavor was fairly light. If you've eaten heart before, it kind of reminded me of that too.
Yeah. Those beef sticks, pepperoni sticks.
Yeah.
Those are number one ingredient. And those are beef hearts. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they grind them up and then they put them in there. So
Oh.
if you ever had those and you've had beef hearts, even though you don't want to think about it.
Oh, any time I've made a turkey, right, and they've got the giblets, I'll cook the giblets. The liver I don't care for so much, but the heart is good. It's like, dip it in some barbecue sauce.
They say pigs are really smart. Some people who are trying to like stop you from eating them, they're like, they're smarter than dogs, and I thought that's okay to eat anyway. I think it's fine, but so the brains, if they're so smart, they're good brains.
I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't think I could eat like apes.
Yeah.
Just because they're so very close to humans. But
what if somebody had it cooked up already? And they're just like, here, I got this piece of ape. I cooked it.
Yeah, I'd probably.
You'd say no.
No, I probably would.
I would turn down very few things if somebody had them there and you're just like, here, I made this. Like it just seems like, oh, you.
Yeah. If it's already cooked and prepared and all that, then it's like, well, it's right there.
Yeah.
You can't object. You can't undo that. So objecting to it and complaining and whining is kind of superfluous.
Give it a taste.
Yeah.
But the pigs are as smart as dogs. That's what they say. So maybe their brains are good to eat. I would think, just because they're smart. They're so smart.
Well, brain is almost exclusively nerve tissue.
Yeah.
Right, it's nerve tissue with a myelin sheath, which is a lipid. So it's there's no meat to speak of.
Oh yeah, you're eating nerves.
Yeah, like spinal tissue, but a big clump of it. Yeah, very, very, very interesting texture and flavor. And I took a bite. I just wanted to try it, and he was offering it to everyone, and mostly dudes. The guys would try some.
Yeah.
And
so
the girls, no, they would not touch that.
It was weird for them too. They weren't just like,
they're totally disgusted.
It wasn't like something that is like a part of the Cambodian diet or something.
Yeah. Well, I've eaten all kinds of crazy things, and I can cross this off my bucket list now because I've always wanted to try brain and never, didn't know if I'd ever have the opportunity to. So
I eat some kind of like pork product most days. So eating the brain is seems like.
I think the more interesting things to eat are like bugs.
Yeah. What are they gonna do with all those pork brains anyway? They probably they put them in like dog food or something.
Yeah, they would. There's a lot of protein.
Yeah.
It's certainly fairly nutritious.
I'm sure there's tons of them. I mean, in them on the marketplace somewhere, and for
brain?
For every pork chop you eat, there's some of those pigs have brains, and they did something with them. Yeah.
Well, imagine, they would take the brain and add it to other things, like maybe pate.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, hot dogs are among the worst foods that you can eat, the worst meat, and not just because it's like bad meat or anything. It's not bad meat, but they grind up everything. Bone and cartilage and spinal tissue. They might even add brain to it for texture. And the bad thing about hot dogs is the amount of preservatives in them. Sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite. Those are not healthy for people at all.
Brain dogs.
Yeah. If they didn't have that, hot dogs would not be so bad at all. But sausage, hot dogs. It's ground up animal, and they grind up enough meat so that it has a texture, and then they add the other parts because nothing goes to waste.
What is sodium nitrate? How do they make that? Is that from?
It's a chemical that you can synthesize. It's found in nature, but you synthesize it, and it's a bacterial retardant. It stops bacteria from growing.
Oh.
Bacteria does not like to grow in areas where there's sodium nitrate. It's a salt, and sodium nitrite, which is even more potent bacterial inhibitor.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah. You leave a weenie out right on your counter, and it will just simply dry out.
Oh, yeah,
it won't get moldy.
It's like eating like rubbing alcohol or something. I mean.
something. It's a toxic salt. It's a salt toxic to bacteria.
Oh.
Yeah, and salt in high concentrations, regular table salt. When they first started using preservatives, regular salt was it.
That's weird. Here, let's play the dice game.
So this camera, you got a camera here that's taken apart. Did it break? And you're trying to see what's the guts looks like in there?
No, it probably just got like dropped or something. You wanna?
Yeah, maybe.
It might still work because we don't really use the VCR component of it. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I plugged it in recently because.
Well, I wouldn't want to take it apart if it still works.
It might work. The main camera part might still work, even though the VCR function in it isn't not working.
What camera do I use to get the dice? Is it over there on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
I'm not even really sure. Carl always does this part. Yeah, it's that one right there.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we should call Carl. Speaking of Carl, too, I don't know where he is.
Oh, he's busy doing.
He's busy
doing the Carl thing.
Carl.
No, really? You got a whole case of the coconut water.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I got it.
Where'd you get it?
The Green store. I used to drink one of those. Oh, I gotta plug this in.
Okay, we're almost there.
Oh, it's not even. It's not good.
Hey.
Hey, Carl. It's the program. We're on TV. How you doing?
Fine.
Pick a number.
6.
Where are you?
I'm in the parking lot of in the groups that I go to downtown. I'm into it in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're in the parking lot. What's on the streets?
It's
What?
It's kind of warm.
It's warm. It's warm.
The streets are kind of warm.
What is happening though? Are you seeing cars? Are there people walking around with bicyclists?
No. It's just a little warm out here right now. But certainly I would say that because I'm sitting in the car.
Oh,
so.
Why are you sitting in the car? It's too hot to sit in the car here.
Yeah.
Are you overheated?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the on button. Is that it right there?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, you did.
Okay,
good.
Are you overheated, Carl?
No.
Oh, maybe you should drink some water.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're rolling the dice now. Oh, focus. Oh, Dan's doing the camera. He's doing your spot, Carl. He's got the camera going. What number did he say? 6.
Fair enough.
You said a 6?
6.
It's a 1. You lost. I lost. Dan has a 3. I have a 4. Everybody lost.
Hey.
Yeah. You know, we just thought we'd call you, Carl, because you're not here on the couch. It's like, well, where are you? You know?
Yeah, I'm downtown. Forward on the program with Dan on Mental Health News Hour.
Mental Health News Hour. That's next week or Saturday, huh?
Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna participate.
You're gonna do a sock puppet, right?
Yeah, if it's early enough. I'm not sure if I'm leaving actually, but I'll probably be able to do it. It's gonna be kind of early-ish, right? In the early afternoon, or?
Well, yeah, 2 to 6, in between 2 to 6, and the lighting is fairly straightforward. That's the easy part.
I probably won't be able to stay that late, but maybe in the early parts I'll have to leave.
Well, I want to get started at least by 3-ish, and it goes for an hour, and so it's probably more like 3 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and something like that.
You tape. It's similar to the program where you just turn on the machines and then start going, and then it goes for the hour, and that's the show?
But pretty much everyone except for Chris has never done it before, and so I want to practice with people.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't like to practice.
Well, just give them a chance to get a sense of what their jobs are, what their role is. That's all.
I always like to just jump into things and then be like, oh, but then struggle.
Well, Kenny, used to watch the show, so you have a sense of what the sock puppets are supposed to do.
I do.
And there are a bunch of people that have no clue, and so it's those I want to. Yeah, you'd be fine.
I like the struggle.
The struggle.
I think the practice it takes away from the struggle. Well, hey Carl, we'll let you go. You gonna go to your group?
Yeah, I'm going to be leaving right about now, so
hey,
I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you on Saturday, Dan.
Okay, we will have a lot of fun.
I'll see you tomorrow, Carl.
Yep.
Bye.
Cool.
That was Carl. He's usually here, you know about that, probably.
Yeah, he's busy in the morning, so otherwise he'd be here.
Elias sent us some text messages. She says, life, friends, death, things out of place, what people think. I used to be innocent, then I was afraid of aliens and stuff from the X-Files, LOL, and Tales from the Crypt. All right, well, night program.
I used to watch both those.
Me too.
Hey, did your Comcast go out?
It did.
Last night?
It did. It was horrible.
Right
in the middle of the show.
Yeah. The complex where I lived, it went out. Robert Cam, who lives, he lives close by. His cable went out, and I've been sending messages to people that I know that live within a mile.
Yeah.
And asking them, did your Comcast go out?
I heard
and
it
looks like it's fairly widespread.
I called them, and they said that we're in your area. We're down. Oh.
Yeah, mine went out.
So they knew about it. It's irritating.
Well,
what are we paying for?
Okay, I was at my friend's place, and her Comcast went out. Her cable didn't work, her internet didn't work, and her phone didn't work.
Oh, that's
because she's getting it all through Comcast, and it's like, okay. Me, years ago, I decided to split my services. Phone and internet is through one company, and cable is through another company. And Comcast goes out way, way, way more often than the phone goes out.
Yeah.
So it's like I still had internet, and she was very, very unhappy. It was horrible. And so I went over there, and we drunk painted. Drank a couple bottles of wine, got pretty schnockered, and I'm almost done a painting. I really like it. You know, it's kind of funny. When I first started doing the drunk painting, it was like all abstract, right? I didn't want to have to worry about getting lines very careful, because if you've got, you know, half a bottle of wine in you, it's going to be difficult doing careful, precise details. And so when I first started, it was like, okay, I'm just going to do something flowy, blobby, abstracty, interesting, more about color and shape and you know, kind of the emotional sense of it, rather than something precise like a spaceship or, you know, that sort of thing. But I've been finding maybe I'm getting used to being kind of schnockered while I'm painting, because I'm taking more time and doing more detail and stuff like that. And so it's a big giant planet with a ring that's almost edge on and a moon in front of it. And I spend a while on it, quite a few hours.
Good.
So yeah. Oh, space.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so 8 months ago, probe Rosetta started orbiting a comet. And it's been orbiting this comet as it's gone through the closest approach of its orbit that goes as far out as Saturn and as close in as Mars orbit. I think it's a little bit closer to the sun than Mars, you know, in between the Earth and Mars, kind of out there, and then it swings out again. So it's got a really elliptical orbit. And it's known as a short period comet, where they go as far out as Saturn, past Saturn, and as close in as Mars. and some are longer periods. They go further up, but they're really super elliptical. They're real skinny, tight, football-shaped orbits, or egg-shaped. They're real skinny. Well, anyway, so it launched a little lander probe called Philae, and the Philae probe had harpoons when it landed, so it would stick, right? And the harpoons failed, and so the thing bounced 2 miles up from the comet, and then it bounced again and went about a mile up, and then it bounced a third time, and it flopped over on its side in a little crevasse out of the sunlight. So the batteries worked for about 60 hours, and then it went into hibernation mode because the solar panels on it weren't getting enough sunlight. So they didn't even know where the thing landed. They weren't even sure. They sent the Rosetta probe in really close to the comet, orbiting super close, to try and look for it, taking pictures of areas where they think it was or is. And yesterday it woke up.
Oh yeah.
See, the orbit has a bit of a spin, and as it goes around the sun, its spin doesn't change. It just keeps doing the same spin thing. And now the area where the Philae probe is gets sunlight. It's getting enough power that it can do its job. And it's kind of cool because what they'll do is Rosetta will send a radar beam on the other side of the comet, and radar passes through ice, and the Philae probe will get the signal and then send what information it has gotten from the radar back to the Rosetta probe, and is literally taking an X-ray of the inside of the comet to see if there's like an inner core, or see if it's uniform dust and snow or ice, see if there are cracks in it, see if there are, you know, what it looks like on the inside, and get a sense of the geometry or geology of this comet. So they can actually do that now. It's really cool. I'm very happy. So yeah. So that's very, very exciting. Very exciting. I'm so excited. Woo!
All right. I want to call Freddie the producer.
All right.
I don't know about these space comets. Well, what are they gonna do when they find out what the comet's made of? They're like, this comet's made of ice.
Well, it's like they were thinking that comets were either a rocky core with ice around it, or they were thinking it was a dirty snowball, and it's looking like comets are like dirty snowballs.
All comets?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, they're fundamentally different than the asteroids.
Oh, hello?
Hi, brother.
Hey, Freddie. I didn't even realize.
Hey, Freddie.
And I'm about to go to the kids camp. Production is going good, and that's about it. I gotta go. I'm driving to McDonald's at the same time.
It sounds really crazy.
Hello?
I think he said everything's going good, and that sounded good. So I think
Yeah, you sounded busy, yeah.
I think he said something about production and going good, and that's, you know.
Yeah, I could barely make out what he was saying.
Yeah.
Both him and Carl, terrible signals.
Yeah, maybe it's probably yes, if that's the case.
Hey, do you remember, I was talking to my friend about this, do you remember many, many years ago, Sprint had a commercial, and in the commercial, you'd see a telephone or a hand receiver or something like that, and a pin would drop, and you could hear the sound of the pin drop.
I remember that.
And the advertisement was that the quality of sound was so good you could hear a pin drop. And now we got these cell phones, and I swear it's the shittiest, the shittiest ever.
That sounds pretty loud. I mean, that's
Wait.
a big pin, but
Well, there's a pin on it here.
yeah, I can hear. I mean, that'd be pretty
Yeah,
loud.
you can hear a pin drop. That tells you the sound quality of our things.
I don't know if you could hear that over a phone though.
Well, maybe if you stuck the receiver right where the pin was dropping, maybe.
Drop the pin on the
Maybe.
receiver.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I don't think those commercials were very accurate even back then, though, when they were talking about the pin dropping thing. I think
Yeah,
those were
I agree.
exaggerations.
I agree. I totally agree.
But you know,
Yeah.
it's amazing that we're calling some people and they're anywhere, and then they're answering their phones, and people kind of go like, "Oh, the internet!" Like it's like when the internet goes down. I was trying to watch like the internet TV, and then I was like, "Oh, I can't instantly get videos immediately." And what I actually ended up doing last night was watching some of my VHS tapes. I have so many of them that I turned them on, and then I was thinking,
What movie did you watch?
I watched a little bit of Air Force One.
Oh,
And I watched
is that with what?
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's like, and I was like, oh, my internet is down. Well, why can't I instantly get any information I want immediately? You know, and if I can't do that, then I'm horribly inconvenienced. And then I was, you know, like back before all that stuff, I was very happy to have all these videos and no internet and just do that kind of thing. And then I felt like I was going back to that a little bit for that little Comcast down. They came back and I immediately, you know, go back to the other thing. But
Yeah, you've got all kinds to choose from.
But you get like people get very, very worked up about when their phones don't work. Like my cell phone's not working. I'm driving in a car at 70 miles an hour and making phone calls and it's going into space and coming back, but it's barely working. Like it's really kind of amazing that it's working at all. So yeah.
Well, you know, as long as I can understand, make out what they're saying, it's like that's fine. It's shitty sound quality, but I can communicate reasonably well, so that's good enough, I suppose. But hopefully, as technology improves, the sound quality will improve.
I think as technology improves, the costs will go down.
Yes.
And the sound quality will not improve. It'll just cost less to make the same sound quality because that's how the companies are going to want to do it.
Huh?
Like, no matter what kind of technology is there, they want to keep. I think they're going to want to keep the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Of sound quality, because if they have more, if there's like they're able to create more sound quality, then that means that the lower sound quality would cost them less information to be sent.
Yeah.
I think so. Just because the technology is there does not mean that it's going to be implemented by everything. And I think maybe we have the technology. There's something I heard, you know, that inventors or whoever is making all this technology, we're way, way out into the future with the technology, but they release tiny steps.
Yeah.
So that you go buy it.
Yeah.
And then they wait and they wait and they sit on their technology because they're trying to sell it to you incrementally. So
yeah,
they make giant leaps. If they make giant leaps in technology, it won't come out. It'll be incrementally released like over 10 years or something.
Yeah. The whole idea is to make money off of us, and if they give us the big, super shiny, awesome thing, we will buy it and we will want more. But it's like, no, we are not ready to give you the next big shiny thing. Here, let's give you a little chunks and pieces every now and again. And
if they give you the top of the line thing for the reasonable value, then you won't go buy anything else.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for flying cars. Damn it, bastards! We could have had flying cars already.
Like,
I pictured the future when I was a kid, and I always pictured flying cars.
To me, the thing about flying cars is I think insurance and like traffic.
Oh yeah, it would have to be. They would have to be robotic.
Yeah, because you can't like I wouldn't want like drunk flying.
Oh God.
Not like drunk driving is already a big enough problem.
Yeah, doom.
And I would drive cars, and like my last car broke down all the time. Like in the middle of driving, it would shut off. You know, sometimes like it was so bad. Yeah, right. That would be dead. That would be death to somebody who didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have. What's the big difference between a plane and a car, really? Like, not that much, because everybody could just go get a plane.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, if they had.
Well, the landing and taking off require kind of a specialized space.
Or maybe like helicopters. Like, it's possible that, you know, if everybody just drove helicopters, we have a little helicopter in the backyard, and we just get in the helicopter. Like, we're going to go to work and get in our helicopter.
I think flying cars will look very, very different than what we thought. You know, they'll be the quadcopters. You know, like the drones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that are
They have-
extremely stable.
I've seen drone. They have like giant drones that can carry people.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Well, you've got 4 engines.
I think
If one goes out, the other
exists.
3 can compensate. They're 4 separate engines.
The technology exists for flying vehicles that are personal, but it seems just like just doesn't seem reasonable because it just seems so dangerous. Like to get in the air, for everybody to be getting in the air all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't think it even way into the future when it's easily possible. I think it will maybe still not be a thing.
Well, you'd have to have this. Your drone car would certainly need radar and a collision avoidance radar.
Yeah.
Meaning that it's sending a radar signal in 360, a bubble around you, and anything that is approaching, it will automatically try and avoid it. And assuming it's another drone car coming in your general direction, both would act to avoid each other. And you know how when you're walking down the street and someone is approaching and it's skinny sidewalk and you see them coming and you tend to move to one side or the other, right? You move to the right a little bit to give them room to go by, and they kind of, one of you starts kind of shifting either left or right. And have you ever done the thing? You do, you know, right? You've done that, where you kind of give them a little room to walk.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, have you ever done the thing where you shift to the right at the same time as the other person, and so you both move, and then you move back both automatically, and you keep going back and
Always
forth,
move to
and
the
you
right.
get closer and closer and closer to each other,
And you're doing a dance.
you're doing
and then
a thing.
you say, "Care to dance?" That's how you kind of alleviate that.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
"Oh, it's a little weird." You say,
Oh, yeah.
"Care to dance?" And you do,
Yeah, and it's funny. Yeah, that
Yeah.
helps. I've done that. I've been running down sidewalks, and it's pretty funny. There will be a dog or a cat. It's usually a cat sitting in the middle of the sidewalk, and I'm running towards it, and it sees me coming. It lurches to the left or the right as I lurch in the same left-right direction, and I have stepped on or accidentally kicked like so many cats.
Oh no! I say move to the right.
I mean, I slow down. I'm not wanting
the
to
cats
step
don't know
on
that,
it,
though.
but they go left, right, and I'm going right, left in the same, and we're shifting at
Come
the
on,
same
cats.
time.
Train your cats to move to the right.
Yeah. Come on, cats.
yeah.
You can do better than that.
Here's a message. Let's hear this. Oh, come on. Maybe not. Maybe. It's not going. You want some of this donut?
Sure.
I
Just
I
a
got
little,
too much.
just a little bite.
Hi, this is Mandy. I wanted.
Thank you. That's good.
You're welcome. It's not loading. Stupid messages. I want it instantly.
When
I
did
wanna
Comcast come back?
I want it now. Like,
My friend
1
called and they
1
said they'd be
a.m.
back by midnight.
oh yeah, midnight. Seems like midnight was about right. Wait, what am I paying for? Or if they had it, if maybe they planned it. Was it a plan? Comcast?
You know-
should have
you
told us
know-
about it because I was right when me and Carl were doing the program when it shut down. We were right in the middle of it and we couldn't call you. We tried to call you last night when his phone was busy, and we got shut down.
Huh. Oh, I was over at my friend's till like midnight anyway. So yeah, it wouldn't have worked. My answering machine is being weird. I think it's dying. I'm not sure.
Oh, because it was beeping. When we called it, we got a busy signal.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of people tell me that. They will call me, it'll ring 3 times, and then it goes to busy.
Oh yeah, that's
And
what.
I think what I'm going to have to start doing is just picking up. When I hear it ring, just pick up.
Oh yeah. What about all your creditors?
Oh, that's fine. I don't owe anyone money.
Have they stopped calling you, the creditors?
No, I still get these calls for Dionar Bennet. If
Dionar-
you are Dionar Bennet,
Dionar.
yeah, Dionar, yeah.
The thing is you.
Yeah, well, I keep I don't get the whole message. It's only part of it, and I guess my machine just turns it off.
Hi,
or
this is
something.
Mandy. I wanted to tell you that on my way home just now, I saw something interesting on the street. There was a woman jogging with a French bulldog, and I don't really think that that's a jogging type of a dog,
Yeah.
but she looked like she was really trying to make him run with her, so it was pretty cool. And he seemed to be keeping up. Also, I wanted to possibly come on the program. I'm thinking, like, really, like, next Sunday would probably be the best time. And so that would be Sunday, looks like the 21st. So I was wondering what time you plan on filming on that day. I know it is Father's Day, but, you know, I'm not a father, and I'm sure I'll still be able to have time with my dad. So I'm wondering, what time you're filming the show on the 21st, because that might be a good day to like to make an appearance,
the season
and
finale.
hopefully,
Oh my God! Really?
I'm getting a little worried. All right, give me a call back. Thank you. Bye.
Hello? Yeah, it's the season finale. It happens our season finales and premieres happen every 100 days. So this
Oh, really?
This is the last day of season
Your
16,
call
17.
has
Yeah, it's 17 something.
forwarded to an voice messaging system.
What?
3
Oh,
6 0 8 5 9 3 available at the message. When you finish or press 1 for more options.
Robot voice. Hello. Hello, my name.
Get your message on speaking or because of a bad
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
What was that? Is that someone calling us?
The connection. No, we're trying to call Mandy back.
Oh.
The connection is messed up. But every 100 days we do a season premiere and finale.
Do you know what episode number it is? Today's episode?
1731.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out. Remember if it's season 17 or season. Oh, I think it's season. I think we're going to be moving into season 18 because we do it. Okay, so
Right, because you've got the 30 that were the first radio show.
season 0 was episodes 1 through 32.
Okay.
And then, I mean, season 1 was 100. No, season 1 was 32 to 100. So what does that mean? So that means that.
So season 2 would have been 68 episodes?
No, season 2 is 100. Because then we go from 132 to 232.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then, so that means that when.
So this would be.
So the end of it is the number.
So 1732.
Is season 16, right?
Yeah.
So we're season 16 is over. Is the last.
This is the last episode for season
16.
17.
17?
Sure. Because the 32, or if you're calling that season 0, if that's a number.
Yeah.
Okay,
so season 1 starts on episode 32. So then that means season 1 ends at 100. So that means the number that it is the one that's ending. So this is season 17.
Yeah.
And we're going to be moving into season 18 tomorrow.
Wow.
17 seasons.
Wow.
And we do more episodes in a season than most shows do also. So we're.
Oh, yeah. The most they do is like 20 episodes in a season.
100 per season. So it's a nice feeling. Have you been around? I'm sure you've been around for some of the season out of 17.
Yeah. I don't know if I started participating in season 1, right? Because I didn't participate in any of the radio episodes.
Yeah, I think it was season 1.
I think I showed up once during season 1, once or twice, and then I was doing every other week.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if I was ready or able to commit to
Season
something
2,
regular.
yeah.
And then, since season 2, and I've missed a few times since then, but that would be 150 hours probably.
Wow.
Right? Because I figure if I never missed any of the shows, right, and there are 100 episodes per season.
That's a long time. Me and Dan have talked for days. Like in a consecutive, like.
Yeah, because that would be 1/7 of 100, whatever that is.
You like sit
However
down
many
in
is
a
that.
room and just start talking to something for a whole 24 hours without a break. I mean, we took a lot of breaks, obviously, like a whole week between the hours. But it goes on. So we're far into our season 17. It's a nice thing to go into season 18. It's we're going into an even number, and I feel like season 17 is it's like we're gonna be an adult, I guess, but not really. I mean, in seasons, it's like it's not we're not 18 years old or only 18 seasons old.
Well, we'll be able to drink in some countries for season 18.
If we were, I mean, it's not years because as far as years go, the program is only about 4 or 5 years old. We're about to go into kindergarten. Oh, yeah.
It didn't make it.
The program's about to go into kindergarten.
Yeah.
As far as the time goes, so I don't know what we're gonna do for this season. I mean, we're doing this. This is what we're doing for the season finale. I think it's the win.
Yeah.
The premiere is tomorrow, though, and I don't know if we're going to do for the premiere.
Hey, Dance Only Dance, and the program is going to be on the 10th as opposed to the first Friday. It'll be on the second Friday of this month or next month, right? Because the station does down week, and so, yeah, every July.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the same
that's right, yeah.
issue, July and December.
And it's going to be,
January.
We're going to try to incorporate Just Kidding Around. Maybe into help. We're gonna help with that if we can get Diane Miller. If we can get her permission, and maybe we could offer her crew, and we're gonna tape her show.
I'm gonna be the guest for her next show.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So maybe that'll work out then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about diabetes.
We're trying to do this thing where we tape her show, and then the program, and then Dance because we want to do them all on the same night, because she's going to be there.
Well, I'll be there. I'll be a guest. I can certainly help out. Facilitate that.
Second Friday is usually her Friday, but we want that Friday also. So I think we could share the time slot. We have enough time usually.
Yeah.
So we'll have to talk to her about it too.
Hey, should I roll some more dice?
Oh yeah, let's do all that stuff. Let's look at this. You want to read this?
No, it's info.
Oh, man. Okay. You're watching Your Daily Hour with me. It's an hour-long, hyper-live call-in talk show that's recorded every day in Thurston County, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 on a leap year. It airs at 11:30. There's a 2 a.m. episode that is the same day of the month from last year, of the previous year. Yep. You can also watch the episode on YouTube. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Blah, 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 blah. Call 360-836 something. Leave a message. We'll call you back on the next episode.
Thank you. And then we got to do all this stuff. We're actually getting down to the end of the show, so we got to play we're going to do all these events in a row right now.
Okay. Should I roll all the dice?
No, we're going to roll this. What the? Oh, there they are. All right, let's roll these dice here first.
Okay.
All right, roll these 2 dice, and then we're going to look at the commercial, and then we're going to roll 3 dice. But we only have a few minutes, so we didn't do this. We had too much to say. We didn't get to all the events. Here we go. Oh, we got to call Elias back, too.
Oh. 1 and 5.
1 and 5. We lost again. Nobody has any points still. Not even Carl. Alright, look at this. When you go today. Yeah.
Hey, this is the commercial.
It's super.
I have a second.
Hey, Elias.
Hey.
It's the program. Oh,
Hey, Elias.
with the dog.
The trails of Evergreen.
How you doing?
And boy, she.
What's up? Good. You're at the docks right now, you say?
No.
So
Baby the dog is on the commercial. We're just in the studio. It's the daytime.
Yeah.
It's Dan with Dan. You know Dan. We're play the final dice game.
Yeah, pick a number.
What?
Yeah, I don't think the signal's working well.
1.
1? I think you got 500 points, right?
Yeah.
Actually, 1,000.
1,000. You got 1,000 points. It's already on the right one.
Oh, I do.
Here we go.
Yay.
I think you're gonna win, unless we get triples. Unless somebody gets triples, you've already taken it, which is unlikely. Oh, 6. They're kind of blown out, or blur or something. 6, 4. I think this is blurry. What isn't it? Oh, can you just read them? I think they're blown out and blurry. Whatever. Elias, you won. All right.
It's a 6, 5, and a 3.
Elias won.
Hello.
Yeah, you won, Elias.
What are you doing? Elias?
Can you hear us?
It's all messed up.
Comcast?
Stupid Comcast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk to people.
Well, it's like everyone that we've talked to, the signal has been super shitty.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Comcast.
Bad Comcast. Yeah, there she goes. We lost her, so that's too bad. But we're getting down to it. We only have a few minutes left here on the show. I think we got all that stuff out of the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any more signs. I'll update Pluto next Monday. Oh man, it's taking cool pictures. It looks like there's an ice cap on it, and the moons are in resonant orbits. The closest one, right? You've got Pluto and Charon, whatever, and then you've got these 4 other little moons, and the closest one orbits 4 times. Like in one rotation, it orbits 4 times. The next one orbits 3 times. The next one orbits 2 times, and the final one orbits once. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or
there
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. It's and these are incredibly stable orbits. These moons have been doing this for probably 1 billion years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a stable little planetary moon system for a very long time.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Freddie. Thanks, Elias. Thanks, Mandy, and
Freddie and Carl and yeah.
And Dan, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Well, I'm particularly grateful for doing it at this time, because I wouldn't have been available later today.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would have been available later today, but I like the daytime, and it's a good feeling.
Yeah. Thank you for this. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm more grateful. Oh no, more grateful.
No, I'm more grateful than you.
Yeah, we made it through.
No, you are. No, you are.
We're alive.
No, I am.
We're very polite to each other today.
Yes.
Why did you come here today? I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. Get out. I'm ungrateful. Episode 1731.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, TCTV channel 22, 11:32 a.m. Thank you. YDHWM.com. Check it out. 360-836-4384. Call and leave a message. Get on the crew. You want someone on the crew? Adrian, Andrew, Ashley, Bill, Bridges, Cedar, Claire, Jala, Jessica, Mary, Miranda, Tom, Tony, Yellowfell, Zilger, UFO FBI. Thank you. TCTV, yeah, Crystal Ball, LaBebe, Jordy E. Fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers only. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.
You know it, baby.
Coming up in the next episode of the program.
Your daily hour with
Yeah, everybody, it's the commercial. We're over here on the couch. Whoa. Elias is over there.
No.
And we're
What was it, number 2?
we're doing it up. What did we do today,
Oh,
Elias?
no, that's a good number.
What did we do today, Carl?
What?
I went to Olympia City Council, so
It's the commercial. What did we do today?
11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22.
Just to tell you.
360-836-4384. But don't call because we're dead. But visit your city code.